Power utility Eskom is urging all prepaid electricity customers to recode their meters by no later than the 24th of November. This has been mandated by the Standard Transfer Specification Association. The utility says after the 24th of November, meters will no longer be able to accept electricity tokens unless they are updated to key revision number 2. There is no extension being given, so households and businesses are being urged to sort this out as a matter of urgency. Well, earlier I spoke to Daphne Mokwena, Eskom's spokesperson.
We have 6.9 million prepaid customers out there in the areas that we supply. So we're calling on these customers to recode their meters by 24 November 2024. As you correctly said, that it is required by the Standard Transfer Specification Association. Because if they don't recode their meters on the 24th of or by the 24th of November 2024, they run the risk of their meters not accepting electricity credit tokens, which would mean that they would, once any credit that is in their meter, if it gets exhausted, then they will remain without electricity.
So in a worst case scenario, if that does happen, what should customers do if they're stuck like that?
Look, this is what we are trying to avoid, because definitely that meter would expire. However, would obviously have to look at ways of assisting these customers beyond. But we're trying to avoid that, to say we still have time for our customers still have time, because as it stands now from Eskom side, about 97% of our meters are ready and waiting for these customers to go and buy from legal or authorized vending stations, or they can actually, those that are buying online using their banking apps, they can just continue doing that. By doing that, they will, as they recharge or buy those tokens, they will then get those 2 additional 20-digit codes or numbers that they just need to simply upload on their meter, and their meters will then be recoded.
All right. Now, moving on to another subject. So it's been such great news that, of course, for more than 200 days, South Africa has not had to, endure load shedding. But, of course, there's been a lot of speculation about how Eskom has managed this and how much diesel Eskom has been burning in rand terms. Just, give us the reality. What is the story around diesel?
So maybe let me start by saying, yes, we have achieved, today's the 209th day without load shedding. And in actual fact, on Saturday, when we reached 205 or 5th day without load shedding, we actually achieved a milestone of 5 years when this was last achieved. And with this, coming back even to the upgrading of, or the updating of the meters, we have, as Eskom, made the electricity available for our customers, and we really urge them to actually make sure that they keep their lights on, because at this moment it's up to them to ensure that they upgrade their meter so that their electricity keeps on flowing as normal. So in terms of how we achieved this, Nompu, we've been, as Eskom, talking about a generation recovery plan, or generation operational recovery plan, that started in March 2023. And this plan basically looked at a couple of things, which are people issues that we had. We looked at the plant issues that actually led us to, or were leading us to be experiencing load shedding. We looked at the process issues, and yes, this particular plan was stress tested by external bodies to say this indeed will give us the requisite benefits that we are seeing today. And in terms of diesel, we have said to, because remember, cycle gas turbines are part of our fleet, and these fleet we will be using them as and when, strategically, when we need them. And this is only mostly when it is during peak hours, particularly evening peak hours from 17 to 2200 or 1700 to 2200, but only when we need them, when we have to meet the high demand during peak hours compared to what we could supply. So at this moment, we have saved actually about 12 billion rands, because last year at this time we had spent about 18 billion rands worth of diesel, and this year we've only spent about 6 billion rands worth of diesel. So we are minimally and strategically using diesel when it is required, and this is during peak hours when people are coming from work and using electricity more than usual, like during the day. But this doesn't happen on daily basis. It's only when it is needed.
Yeah, Daphne, businesses, consumers, they're very grateful that Eskom has managed to get its house in order and deliver more electricity. But people are not happy about the fact that Eskom is asking for a 36% increase in tariffs for next year. That's like 8 times the current inflation rate. And some people are not actually going to be able to afford electricity. What is the justification thereof? And of course, how sustainable is that?
Look, this is the reason why we came up with the 36%. And as you would know, that it will be lesser in the next 3 years, obviously during our application for the multi-year price determination, which NERSA will be the one that determines whether we achieve that 36%. But from our side, as required by law, we needed to apply for this allowable revenue to enable us to be able to run our business, which is generating electricity, transmitting electricity and distributing electricity. So in terms of that processes and all that is required for us to be able to deliver the reliable electricity to our customers and to the rest of the South Africans, we need to make sure that we have that revenue or cost and that are actually enabling us to make sure that we can deliver what we needed to deliver in terms of ensuring that we deliver electricity to our customers, but also we need to make sure that how we deliver this electricity, it is also efficient in how we do our business as Eskom. Yeah. But also we need to remember that the government has been bailing us out, Nompumelelo. So we really need to come to a point where we migrate to a situation where we are not being bailed out by government and we are sustainable financially as Eskom. But as well as you know that we also have issues with municipalities. I mean, as I speak to you currently, as of end of September, municipalities are owing us 90 billion rands. And these are some of the things or challenges that we are as Eskom faced up with, that we need to ensure that we work with these municipalities to ensure that they actually pay Eskom so that Eskom can run its business, have the required revenue, so that we don't pass this to also our customers. They, as municipalities, want to believe that they also have the duty to collect from their customers and pay for the electricity that we deliver to them.